Zomato said that it's going to be foraying into instant food delivery segment. Many questions were raised about delivery partner safety as well as the 10-minute food delivery, whether it's even possible or is it simply a marketing gimmick. Here's from the horse's mouth itself, with Zomato-backed BlinkIt saying that everything is possible. My colleague Nayantara Rai caught up with the CEO Albinder Dhindsa at their office to understand how exactly this 10-minute delivery game plan pans out.
Hi, nice to finally meet you in person.
Thanks,
so many Zoom interviews, right?
I know. Thanks for taking the trip.
No. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
So, Albinder, you've been, rather BlinkIt has been in the news a lot. You've pivoted to a 10-minute delivery business. Now, Zomato's riding on BlinkIt for 10-minute food deliveries. The question being asked is it even possible?
I think everything is possible. When we started, nobody was saying that, grocery delivery in 10 minutes is possible. But we deliver 80% of our orders under 10 minutes. So, and you are also a customer, I believe, right?
No, but the thing is, if you're delivering, let's say, fresh produce, dairy, sabun, all of that, you don't have to cook it, na? Like, there's no preparation time. Abhi Maggi mein bhi to 2 minutes lagte hain.
Say, but that's not a question that I can answer. That you have to ask the Zomato folks. That's how they're going to do it. But I believe it should be possible, one way or the other. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of innovation in the space in general. See, the fundamental what we are understanding is that consumers are taking up the instant commerce proposition very, very seriously, right? They're changing their lifestyles. They're able to actually do a lot more with their time just because they're the convenience and the access of being able to get stuff a lot faster, right? And I believe that that's going to pervade all the spaces, not just grocery, right? So in addition to e-commerce and the products which are actually available to you to buy because they're ready-made, I think even fresh food is going to follow some version of this path. I think how it comes up is going to be.
And I guess Deepinder Goyal made that clear. With things like, poha, momos, chai, coffee. He did tweet that. But Albinder Dhindsa, one question. Let's just address that straight up. The story that's doing the rounds. Okay, you got a $150 million loan from Zomato, but merger? Precursor to a full-blown merger?
Can't talk about it.
We've traveled all the way to Gurgaon from Noida. Of course you can.
No, of course I can't.
But what's the plan?
Look, we're extremely thankful for Zomato's support, and I think we'll continue to keep doing the work that we are doing. We are extremely focused on that. Everything else, I think we'll take it as it comes. So right now, right now we're just going about our business and making sure that we do the right things. And of course, we have their support. We have the support of all of our other investors as well. So we'll continue to build the business. Okay. That's our primary focus.
And what about what we read recently, like BlinkIt's in financial trouble, it's shutting down dark stores, it's laying off employees.
Do you see any of that?
No, when I came here, I'll be a little honest, I did see a big buzz. I was just like, okay, it's a full office.
Yeah. No, I think, look, opening and closure of stores is a part of our life, right? When we were at 100 stores total, which was back in November, we were still shutting down 10 stores a month because sometimes you end up with the wrong partners, sometimes you end up in the wrong locations. Now our scale is that we have 445 live stores as of today.
Okay.
Right? Store closures are always a part of the mix because you will end up inevitably opening stores at some of the wrong locations, right? Sometimes you end up working with local partners who are not able to scale up or not able to deliver. So these are all sort of part and parcel of the game. But I think it was just a little bit too much made out of this entire thing.
Yeah.
But of course, store closures are a part of our life, right? And as the scale of the business goes up, the number of store closures is also going to be high. It's a natural churn that exists in the system, right? So I don't know.
So there's no financial problems. Zomato did not bail out BlinkIt?
You can ask Zomato that question.
No, but if you will tell me now, if BlinkIt needed to be rescued.
No, I think we were on the path. We were following the game plan that we were supposed to play out. Right?
So is there a merger in this game plan?
No, I think we were just building up the business. Right? We are building up the business. We have the financial support to be able to build up the business, and we are very, very confident that we will make this business profitable as well. So I think we were just executing our game plan, nothing else.
So tell me something, you said that consumers have taken to it. There's a lot that is being said. Do I really need my milk in 10 minutes? Do I need to have more traffic on the roads? Do I need to deal with all of those issues? So you tell us, what have been the consumer insights, the consumer feedback? We need ambulances in 10 minutes, right? Maybe not groceries.
look, the consumer behavior is saying something else, right? So fundamental things, right? If you ask somebody who's sitting at home whether they need something immediately right now, of course they don't. Till the time they actually do, right? We have so much customer love because we'll have young mothers writing into us and saying, oh, you know, like, I love the service. It's a lifesaver. I don't have to step out. I have a young kid at home. Of course, for them, that is an added convenience. It allows them to also not just use us for emergencies, right? But to also be able to stay unplanned or to not panic when they run out of something. So I think it's different use cases for different customers, right?
Okay.
Of course, we can all choose to like live with a lot of discomfort. Nobody really needs fancy shoes or nobody really needs better clothes. You could make the argument that why not just a loins cloth and you could be fine,
Yeah.
right? But we choose to make ourselves more comfortable, which is what our service provides. You can stay unplanned. You don't have to panic if you run out of something, right? You can work on your own schedule, right? We have a lot of customers that come in and order their vegetables every morning from us, right? Because they know that we get our fresh vegetables at 7:30 in the morning. And they will come in 7:30, that's how they get their food made. It allows them access to like really, really fresh produce. It would not be possible in any other model, right? So these are the kind of use cases that customers use us for. And then not just like, you know, a small set of customers. We have over 200,000 daily customers.
You have 2 lakh daily customers.
Yes.
In how many cities? After all the
This is
closures and all of that stuff.
We didn't have city closures. We've opened actually new cities as well. So we are in about, I think, 30 cities overall.
Okay.
Right? So this is 2 lakh customers in those cities every day. Right? And they're using us for everything. Fresh meats, vegetables.
So you'll add more categories now?
We are adding more categories. So we recently launched office supplies, so like, you know, chargers and stationery. So we will continue to expand our categories according to what is the feedback that we get from the customers, as well as the feedback that we get from our merchant partners. Because we have a lot of merchant partners that open stores for us and they have a lot of input into this is what sells in my area and this is what we should bring in over here. Right? So when we listen to them and we help them set up those businesses, it naturally leads to growth for the platform as well.
Yeah.
So there's a mutuality which is built into helping the local partners also scale up their business, and at the same time it helps us scale our business as well.
So as you scale up, have you also figured out what kind of a demographic likes it? What kind of households? Because you must be having all of this data now.
Yeah. So
Because this is a premium service, there's no doubt about it, right?
actually not necessarily.
No?
We're seeing the take up of the service pretty much everywhere. Even if you look at it like places which you would not relate to like premiumness, there's a different version of the service that exists for all kind of customers.
Okay.
Right? Maybe in a very, very premium location, you would be selling organic rice and maybe gourmet food products, right? But you might be in a low premium locality and you might be selling basic stuff because that's what the customers over there need and are asking for, right? And this is a lot of the input that, of course, our data science also provides us, but a lot of the local knowledge that our merchants bring onto the table, right? When a merchant opens a store, they know what kind of locality they live in,
Yeah.
right? So they're always giving us input, keep this, keep that, don't keep this, right? I don't need this kind of stuff, right? So they are basically giving us a list and saying, these are the kind of customers that exist in my area and I'm confident
Yeah.
we can make the sale.
Correct.
Right? So we are able to tailor our proposition to every single locality. And because we have 450 stores, right, essentially our entire proposition is tailored to every 3 square kilometers in every city that we are in,
Yeah.
right? So it's extremely targeted.
So it's a
e-commerce.
3 kilometer square radius that you serve
Yes.
from one dark store.
Yes.
Okay.
It would be somewhere between 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
And these, I'm guessing, will also be the ones that later on, whenever the pilot is rolled out, would have the food stations for the 10-minute food delivery.
I have no idea about that.
No, it's an educated guess, right? Which I'm asking the person with the skin in the game about.
It's an educated guess, maybe.
Okay. You're not going to tell me anything. I fought so much traffic to come here, but anyway, I can make out. Albina, the other thing is, and there's been a lot of talk about this, that if a delivery partner who has to battle traffic, and things have been written like he fights for his life to reach the destination, and if 10 minutes becomes 11 minutes, or 13 minutes, or 14 minutes, that delivery partner is penalized.
We actually don't penalize. So even I think there was some story which is like marked delivered, not delivered in our system is a penalty on the partners. Marked delivered, not delivered means that somebody did not deliver your order but said that they delivered it. Right?
Okay, folks, we're completely out of time right here on The Market. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned to Eat.